What if I told you that your prayers were actually answered, but you were not paying attention to how God answered it? Because your life felt harder than when you started praying, you felt maybe God did not answer your prayer. In this video, I'm going to show you the reasons why we feel, or things that happen in our life that make us feel as if God did not answer our prayers. Let's jump into the video right away. Welcome back to my channel. Why our prayers feels unanswered. And number one reason is that we expected our prayers to be answered a certain way. Just like when you ask, you receive, and you feel relief. But most times it doesn't happen that way. So if it doesn't happen the way we expect, we'll think that God did not answer the prayer. Let me give you some examples. Maybe as a shy person, you pray that God, please take away the shyness. I can't face the crowd. I can't talk to people. And God is looking at you that, okay. Then he open opportunity for you that maybe you're a student and you find yourself that opportunity now come that you were told to introduce yourself among large audience of people, or you were told to come and make a presentation, to feel as if the ground just open and swallow you up. Those are the ways that God answers your prayer. But you felt that you were expecting God to answer by impacting you with supernatural boldness, that things you will just be able to face people immediately. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It won't happen that way. Or you could be someone, maybe you move to things happen and you move to a new area. You will be forced to interact with new set of people, and this will bring you out of your shell to be able to have conversations with people. It could be that you are praying to God that God should heal you. Maybe you are going through emotional pain, trauma, a lot of things like that, and you are praying that God should heal you. You could be expecting the prayer that all of a sudden you will just wake up and the pain will be gone. But instead, God might answer in a way that you will be put in a line where that conversation you were avoiding, you will have to face it. You will have those conversations, and in having that conversation, that is when you get the healing. Or maybe someone offends you and you are so pained, and the person feels so unapologetic about it. That could be very difficult to handle, to forgive that kind of person. And God is saying, forgive this person, even though he didn't apologize. Your own is to forgive. It's when you forgive that you start getting your own healing that you are praying for. So don't just narrow, when you're praying to God, don't narrow yourself to a particular way that you want God to answer. God answer your prayers in different ways, different dimension. Let me give you another example. Maybe you're praying for financial breakthrough and you expect God. Most times when we are praying, maybe your mind might be towards, oh, I have a rich uncle. Lord, please grant me financial breakthrough. And indirectly in your heart, you are praying that God should use that uncle for you. You are praying to God and you are expecting a divine miracle in form of miracle money, miracle alerts, just big opportunities. You just open up, boom, and you're fine. But most times it doesn't happen that way. Your prayers might be answered in a way that God will bring you ideas to start new small business that could be earning you passive income. It could happen in a way that it will train you to start saying no to impulse buying. That might be some of the things that are affecting your finances. But because God did not answer the way you expect, you think that God did not answer you. Look at the story of Paul in 2 Corinthians 12, 7-10. Let me quickly rush through it. That to keep me from becoming conceited because of surpassing greatness of the revelation, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that he should leave me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient to you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. So look at the response God gave to Paul. He was praying that, God, please take this away from me 3 times. But God said, my grace is sufficient for you. To us, it may look as if God did not answer that prayer. But God built strength and stamina through that weakness, through that pain that he was going through. Usually because we expect our prayers to be answered in a dramatic way, And if it doesn't, we feel like God doesn't answer. But sometimes it happens, it comes in form of conviction, in form of new ideas, in form of closed doors. Let me use an example. Maybe you are praying for you are in a relationship and you are praying that God, if it is your way, let it work, let this happen, and all of a sudden the person break up with you and you feel like God did not answer your prayer. God might actually be telling you that no, there is no way there. I am redirecting your path. Most of our answered prayers look like coincidence until later when we find out. They just look like natural things that just happen. But it is God that was working, that worked it out to happen that way. Some pains will not be taken away by prayers, but you will build strength, stamina through those problems. Imagine the prayer that Jesus Christ prayed at the Garden of Gethsemane, that God should take away the cup of suffering from him. What would have been our Lord by this time if God had answered that prayer? Think about it. Also, I want you to know that some of the prayers we are praying is for our future self. What do I mean by that? There are some prayers that we are praying for that our mindset now cannot handle that thing we are praying for. The thing that we are praying for, we can't handle it. We are not matured enough to handle it. We still need to grow into someone that can handle it. Maybe in relationship, we are praying that to get married, but God is saying that you still need to learn a lot of things so that you will not mistreat, abuse the person I am bringing into your life. But because God doesn't answer yet, it to us it feels like a delay, as if God is silent and not answering us. Whereas God is answering you, but it's just saying that the timing is not yet right. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 says there is time for everything. A time to love, a time to hate, a time to be born, a time to die. There is timing for everything. You need to ask yourself that this door that I have been knocking, that I'm knocking, is it actually God's will for this door to be open to me? Ask yourself that question. Or could it be that God is redirecting me towards another place and leave this particular door that I keep knocking? Those are some of the things that make us feel as if our prayers are not being answered. And I believe that when you look closely and start paying more attention these days, you will see that actually God has answered a lot of your prayers, but you didn't just pay attention to them because you face more challenges, more difficulties, and you feel like God did not actually answer you. All things work together for our good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So your prayers will realign things for your sake. Now tell me one thing that you know that you pray to God for, but you feel that God did not answer, but you are reconsidering it due to what you've learned from this video. I'm waiting for you in the comments.